Now that you've identified what level of care your loved one needs, let's talk about some questions that need to be asked. I think commonly, the biggest concern that I get with parents in the question is, can you handle how manipulative? My child is the master manipulator. And I will tell you, at White Horse Ranch and for other facilities, I can't speak for all of them, but facilities that we work with are designed to kind of break that level of manipulation. And I don't want to break, I don't mean break a spirit or a child's spirit by any means, but it is designed that if they manipulate, they self-sabotage and they don't level up to the next level of the program. So there are components, especially at White Horse Ranch, that in treatment team, it is based off all individuals, all clinicians that work with her, from techs to life coaches to therapists, case managers, equine department with their horses. So it's not just one person saying in individual therapy, yes, they're doing great. There are multiple components that, hey, we see this behavior at horse tours, we see this behavior at school, we also see this behavior during family therapy and after, those family therapy sessions. Another question I am asked quite frequently is, how do you punish my child? And I always kind of laugh at that question, not because it's funny, but at White Horse Ranch, your daughter will create her own consequences. And how we do that is we give them a variety of choices. You don't have to go feed your horse today. You don't have to get out of bed, but you're going to lose privileges. So she creates her own consequences. Is she going to miss out on her phone call that day? She didn't get a call home or didn't get a call, her loved one. So they create their own consequences by the decisions that they make. Another concern that parents ask me about is internet activity and internet access. Will my child have access to the internet? Maybe they have a history of sexual promiscuity through an internet, through the component of the internet or the phone or a social media. Specifically at White Horse Ranch, our school is obviously accessed through the internet, but we do have net nanny blockers that notify us immediately if these young ladies try to access any other site outside of, our scope of the schooling with the academic. Young ladies are smart and they try to manipulate the system and they try to maybe go through the internet and get to Snapchat or get to Instagram, but it's going to notify us. And again, that goes back to, she will create her own consequences. She will get her negative OTL points, through our program, and in turn, she will lose privileges. So they do have internet access, but they have limited internet access. If this information is valuable to you, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more information to come soon. When enrolling your daughter at White Horse Ranch, you make their contact list, whether it's phone call or mail, you make that. So you can add to and take off of that list at any point while your young lady is with us. It doesn't need to have everybody on it. I think in the beginning of treatment, it's important to just have limited contact with people, because really when they come into treatment, especially on level 1, they've really got to focus in on themselves and what's going on in their world. So outside contact, I believe, is good when it comes and is earned back. We can earn those friends back and we can have contact with those friends, but maybe it's a goal for when we get to level 3. You've made accomplishments, you've reached goals, and you get to have those friends back in 2 months. But that's just my own personal example. We have girls that come in with 2 pages of contact lists. We have girls that come in with, they're just calling mom and dad, and if they call me, they call me, and if they don't want to, they don't have an option to call anybody else. I do believe that privileges are good to be earned and taken away. I think that's the best form of consequence that can happen, especially while in treatment. As a parent or guardian, obviously safety is a huge risk. At White Horse Ranch, we're licensed for 16 girls to be at our facility at the time. Every parent and young lady that I interview before she comes into our program is told we have a 0 tolerance for physical aggression. When working with these young ladies, it's important that they know, hey, you're coming to a safe place, and if you are attacked by someone else, that is a chargeable offense. I think that it sets our program apart to know that they won't be physically, sexually, or otherwise abused in our program. Another important component to remember is that we only get out what we put in. I mean, you can lead a horse to water, right? The girls laugh at me whenever I share that metaphor with them, and they kind of roll their eyes. They're like, oh, at the horse ranch, really? And I'm like, no, really, because if you don't genuinely try to get your healing work done and work on your stuff while you're at White Horse, you're not going to get anything out of it. You have to really try and apply in order to get the outcome that you want. It does take a brave heart to work on and get some healing work done, whether it's a child, adolescent, or whether it's a grown adult. If you know someone or are seeking treatment for someone, remember to ask those important questions. No question is a dumb question, because those things do matter and they are relevant.